Have you ever thought of leaving your job? Have you ever thought of how to leave your job? That's what we've been talking about the whole of this week so far on Wisdom Moments on K24 with me, C.J Atemo. And I've been talking about when to leave your job. How are you doing? And welcome to this particular episode. I will be talking about the fourth thing. I've talked about three things already. I've talked about when there is no growth. I've talked about when the work environment is toxic. I've talked about when there is no appetite, there's no hunger for success. Today, I will be talking about when you need to go and start something else. When you need to go and start something else, it would be a good time for you to leave your job. That sounds very obvious, but we'll be talking about it in a short while. So go to my YouTube channel, C.J Atemo. Go ahead and subscribe. Set the notifications so that whenever the videos are set up over there, you will be able to get a notification. Watch, like, share, and make your comments. Leave your comments right over there. Follow me on Twitter as well and on Instagram. And you can connect with me on LinkedIn and as well follow me on C.J Atemo, the Facebook page as well. For anyone that would like to do mail, if that is your preferred way of communicating, cjatsol@gmail.com would be the email address to use. If you want to get clarification, if you're looking for assistance in any way, you're looking for perspective, you want to get some advice, or you even want me to come and have some talk with you, your organization, or wherever it may be, whatever the case may be, just hit us up on that email address. Or if you are looking for certain quick answers over things that I've been talking about, feel free as well to reach out via the DM and the inbox of the various social media platforms that I have talked about right now. Well, so when do we leave? And number 4 today is when you need to start up something. This lines up with the element of growth. And it comes in line as well with your personal hunger. There is that place of the organizational appetite. There's a place of your personal appetite. Sometimes you feel you have learned enough to go out and start something. See, there is no experience that should be wasted. There is no exposure that should be wasted. Sometimes the greatest lessons that you will learn will not come from a classroom, but will be from the places that you have worked, and you will have seen gaps, or you will have drawn lessons that you can carry into other places in life. It may be within the same location, or you may be going into a different place and replicating what has been done in a certain place. But the lessons that you learn build you up and cause you to become a different kind of a person as well. You become the resource from the resources that you have acquired, the people that you have interacted with, the relationships that you have. You develop from that and become a resource as well. The longer you stay exposed to certain levels of thinking and certain systems of working, the better it is, especially when they are positive, the better it is for you, because when you move into the next stage, you actually become an institution. Yes, because you have all this knowledge and this expertise and experience. Sometimes you need to leave so that you go and start something else. You could be starting a consultancy, or you could be starting something similar to what you have done, or you could be improving on what has been done before. The entrepreneur in you would make you want to go to the next place. Now, I've got to say this, that people come to work for various reasons, and you need to know why you're in the place of work as well. Some people come to work just because they want to earn the money. And sometimes they have no other ambitions. As long as they're being paid, they will be fine. That's all that they want. They want to pay their bills. They want to be able to take care of themselves, and they will stay there as long as there is a pay. When the pay is done, or when there's no longer any more money, or if the company will go down financially and they're not able to pay them for probably 5-6 months, then they will be gone. The only thing that keeps them there is the money. They don't want anything else. They're not thinking about a great working environment. They're not thinking about the appetites. They're not thinking about growth. They're just thinking about if they could earn the money. Some people come like that. But then there are people who come into a workspace because they want to gain experience. They understand that they've got certain purposes to fulfill as well. They have their own dreams and ambitions. They've got their goals set. They know where they want to be by the time they are 40, 45, 50, or even 60. Or they're even already working towards their retirement, and that does not mean that they are old. You could start working for your retirement and towards your retirement even at 30. It just means that you're building yourself for the day when you will not need to get to work. So there are people who come in for their experience. They want to learn something so that they can go somewhere else and then use the same. Other people just go into a place to work because they feel that they want to give to the community or they want to give to the company. So they go there just to serve. They feel they want to be they want to be relevant and they want to be useful. So they will take up a job and just go in there because they feel like they need to do something with their life or with their expertise, with their knowledge. This happens a lot in areas of callings, like when it is teaching or nursing or a doctor. And somebody will just say, I'm coming to work in this hospital because I feel I have something to give. Or a teacher who will just say, look, I want to give to the school. Sometimes they have even retired and they will feel like they need to get into another space and just teach because they love to do it. But then again, there are people who work because it's a stepping stone to where they need to go. Whichever the case it may be, whatever may be your driving force and whatever may be your motivation for going to work or for joining any organization and for working with anybody, you still need to remember that when you need to start up something, when you have acquired enough knowledge, expertise, experience, when you have grown in certain ways and you feel that you need to start up something, then it may be time to leave. How we leave is a whole different ballgame together, because many people do not know how to leave. And especially when you need to go out and start something else, make sure that you're not living acrimoniously. If you have been in a place and you have learned so much from that particular place, try as much as possible not to live acrimoniously. You don't have to go after the downfall of the company you have been in. Well, I know that, you see, we are all trying to do business to make money and to make a profit. But that doesn't mean that we have to be always nasty. Sometimes you will lose much because you have lost trust. Eventually, people who do business with ethics stay on top for long. The drive for profits should never compromise your ethics at any one point. Even the drive for just money should never compromise your ethics. So when you need to go and start up, it would be a good time for you to leave your job, especially when whatever you're starting up is going to conflict with the interests of where you're working right now. If what you're going to do does not conflict and the company is okay with whatever you need to do, then you may just let them know and tell them there's something that you need to start and go ahead and do it. Well, again, somebody may argue and say, well, where I work, they wouldn't want to know that you're doing something else anywhere else. But as long as it does not conflict with the interest of what you're doing, then that might be fine. But if you want to do nearly the same thing and you want to be in nearly the same area of service or productivity, then you may need to leave. Because when you have divided loyalty, one place is going to suffer. You do not want to be in a place as an ineffective employee or one that sabotages the growth of where you are, the growth of your employer, just because you're trying to build what you're trying to start up elsewhere. This is C.J Atemo, and that's all the time that we've had today on Wisdom Moments on K24. Till the next time, remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch, like, share, and leave your comments.